What's the difference in maybe where you were defensively in the first half when it felt like they were just kind of getting to the rhythm of will, and where you are closing the second half where I think they go more than 5 minutes without a point?
Well, defensively, they didn't really run off. I mean, they had 37 points. They had 21 points at the 10-minute mark of the first half. And I'm sitting in the timeout, and I'm saying, guys, if we keep at this pace, they're going to double that and score 40-some points, which they was at 37. We missed 2 point-blank layups that could have tied it going into half. I felt good from a defensive standpoint. And the second half was the same way. I mean, we just, coming down the stretch run, man, we became so stingy on the defensive end that we refused to give up good looks, and they struggled. And hell, we didn't do much better, but we got the cushion that we needed from an offensive standpoint to secure it.
This isn't the first time that Trace has played the whole game or played a lot of minutes like that. What were you saying to him throughout the game, and how's he able to get through games like this?
Hey, listen, I went through a back surgery and came back 8 games, and I played 40 minutes a game, each game. He's a young kid, 40 minutes, he can rest tomorrow. He was fantastic today on both ends of the floor, happened to battle a great player in Dickerson, and still be able to do what he did. It just speaks volumes. He's playing unbelievable.
Your thoughts on the offensive contributions you got from Trace and from Fino tonight?
I mean, they're the only ones that was really clicking, so we kept them in a lot of pick and rolls. And, you know, Fino was finding his gaps, and Trace had some rolls that he was able to finish along with some of his post-up stuff around the rim. But, you know, it was the 7 guys I played. I shortened the rotation tonight. I just didn't feel comfortable in putting the pressure on, you know, like CJ or Caleb. So, you know, we were shorthanded, and I rolled the 7 guys, and they came through.
Mike, Jalen had a little turnover struggles early, but really played well second half, made a lot of good decisions, it seemed like. For a freshman like that to kind of bounce back through that, how do you feel about that?
Well, again, you know, he did have 6 turnovers, and these are things, he's young. You know, I mean, from watching film, he'll learn not to take chances, you know, not to be lazy on entry passes to the post, and not be lackadaisical with the ball out front when he's handling it. So, I mean, all those things with maturity, you know, he'll get better. But, you know, he played a solid game. I mean, we need every bit of his 21 points.
Mike, when did Race become unavailable? When did you decide that?
Well, he told me on the way over on the bus, you know, at shoot-around, he tried to do some things, but he was worse coming back on the bus to come over for the game, and told me he just couldn't go. So, hey, what are you going to do? It's next man up. You got to get ready to go.
Do you think that influenced your defense early in the first half?
No, again, I don't think our defense, you know, the first 10 minutes, yeah, we gave up a lot of points. But from that 10-minute mark on, you gave up 16 points, man. You know what I mean? So, to me, that's defending from the 9-10-minute mark of the first half all the way through the rest of the game. Our defense was solid. You add 24 on the 16, they scored 40 points.
How much can it help a team when they, like you said, didn't really play well necessarily for some stretches, but you still win a Big Ten road game?
Guys, look, it's hard on the road. You know, I told those guys in the locker, this is probably the biggest game since I've been here as a coach that we won. Because you come out on the road and have to play a team like Michigan that's good here at home, and you get a win. So it's huge. Speaks volume for our ball club.
Mike, you continue to close out games, which is something that didn't happen last year, and you got that done today.
Well, I'm still learning as a coach, man. Hey, listen, you know, we had a lot of games last year that I had us close, and we were had leads, and I couldn't get them over the hump, man. And, you know, they starting to feel a little bit good about their coach, and they playing for me, so that means a great deal. And so maybe we can continue to win games like this.
We've asked a lot about Trey's evolution offensively, but it felt like he was at the scene of some really important defensive plays last 5-7 minutes.
No, he was. He was, you know, I mean, we get blocked, and then he comes back, and he makes a big block. That was huge. That's probably the biggest play of the game, and got us an opportunity to come back and take the lead. So, I mean, it was a battle, man. They didn't want to bend, but, you know, we were the better team coming down the stretch.
Some people are talking about Trace Jackson-Davis as National Player of the Year candidate. What do you think?
Hey, listen, I'm glad he's on our team because he's done everything you can possibly do playing that position this year for our team. I mean, he's been fantastic, man, and we're going to keep riding him and see where it leads us.
Okay, I've got players ready, so I'm going to let Coach go. Thank you.